Yes, guys. Okay. Our channel is Africa based, right? But I'm not in Africa at the moment, so we have to keep the channel going. I have to keep you guys, I have to bring you guys content so we can keep the channel going. I don't want my channel to be shut down. So we have to, find things that we can talk about, find things that we can incorporate into the African theme of our channel, right? But listen, something that resonated with me, right, that Dr. Akriana said. I talked about it in a previous video, but it keeps reoccurring in my ears. And I wanted to talk about it some more, right? When she met with the president of Burkina Faso with some delegations that I believe came from America. And what she said in the speech, guys, I said it's a wonderful speech. If you have not listened to the speech, I advise you to go up on YouTube, and you put it in the search area, Dr. Akriana, Burkina Faso, and listen to the speech. It's a powerful speech. And like I said, guys, this is the type of advocate we need. These are the type of allies that we need to the movement in Africa, yes? And one thing she said, these are your children. They have been lost for over 400 years, gone for over 400 years, right? And they come home with the spirit of their ancestors. I touched on it in a previous video, but it's been reoccurring in my thoughts. It's been reoccurring in my spirit. And if it's one thing, yes, guys, we have been roaming for 400 years, right? We have been displaced for over 400 years. We are looking for settlement. We are looking for a place to rest our head. And the thing that bothers me, right? We cannot be out in this hemisphere roaming, being treated with all sorts of ill. And yet still, when we decide to come to Africa, we still have to roam and we still have to wander. If we, who are the descendants of the Africans who were taken and enslaved, are coming home, and if we call Africa our ancestral home, and it is, it's a fact, why should we roam in Africa? Why don't we have a place to rest our head and know that we are here to stay? Accommodation is prepared for us. We are not asking for anything free. We are not asking for free land, because honestly, I don't want free land in Africa. Like I've said before, I want land in Africa. I'm going to buy my land, because I don't think it is fair that we go to Africa and we get free land, and you have indigenous of that land who the government may not be doing anything for. They see that a bunch of people coming from wherever and they are getting free land. I believe, my opinion, that it will cause amenity, the word, between the locals and ourselves. So I don't want any free land in Africa. I work and I'll buy my land and that's it, yeah? So we are not asking for free stuff. What we're asking for is what is rightfully ours. Our inheritance, our place in Africa. Because our ancestors were taken. Our ancestors did not leave on their own free will. They were taken. They were captured. They were taken. They were sold into slavery. And it is our responsibility to return the spirit of our ancestors home. But when we come home, we don't want to be roaming. We don't want to be wandering. We don't want to be stressing out. We want to settle. We want to feel comfortable. We want to know that provision is made for us to return. Guys, we want to come home. I mean, not everyone will come home. It's okay. But those of us who want to go home, we should be able to go to Africa, be accepted, We're not asking for the red carpet to be rolled out and drums to be beat. No, we want to come home and we want to settle. We want to come home, we want to build houses. We want to come home, we want to own land. We want to come home, we want to contribute. We want to come home, we want to invest a small amount of money. And this is what the leaders in Africa have to understand. The black diaspora has spending power. And I believe Captain Traore in Burkina Faso, because what I hear coming out of Burkina Faso it's pleasing to the ears. So if what I'm hearing is actually true, a lot of us is going to leave and head towards Burkina Faso, because this is what we want. We want stability. We want home. And when we look for home and then we get there, the gate is closed and we have to knock on the gate. And then they look through and who is this? What do you want? All this kind of stuff that turn us off. And then we'll say, okay, if that's what we have to go through, we might as well go back to what we know. We've been gone for 400 years. We don't want to come home and deal with obstacles. Yes, we understand that it's going to take us a while to integrate. Yes, we understand that it's going to take us some longer than others to integrate and to assimilate. But we are longing for home. And until you find home, you can never be at peace. And this is why I talk about Ghana. And although I did not go to Ghana, I have respect for Ghana because Ghana has made it a lot easier for us. Sierra Leone has made it a lot easier for returnee. The Gambia is a lot easier in the Gambia. So there are a few countries that have made it a lot easier, but there are other countries that it's so difficult. So we want to come home and we want to feel at peace. We want to come home and we want to know that we are home. And we don't have to worry about 90 days. We have to leave and come back because it's extra cost. It's money that we can put into the economy of Africa, the country that we settle in. No. Burkina Faso is really truly opening up. Would I leave Tanzania? You see, Burkina Faso is a landlocked country, yeah? But the soil in Burkina Faso is rich all over Africa. It's good for agriculture. You can do business in Burkina Faso. So if Burkina Faso make it a lot easier for us to come, it might be tempting that I leave Tanzania and go to Burkina Faso, whereby I don't have to deal with the 90-day visa run. You see, now that's the good thing about Africa, yeah? There are 52 countries in Africa that you can choose whichever one suits you. So no, I'm not leaving Tanzania. No, I'm not leaving Tanzania. Tanzania is in my heart. Tanzania is beautiful. I love Tanzania. So for me personally, I'm not leaving Tanzania to go to Burkina Faso. I started my roots, started to spread through Tanzania. And I love Tanzania. I said, you have to love Tanzania to remain in Tanzania long term. And that's why I advocate, if you come into Tanzania, know what it takes to be in Tanzania. Know what it takes to settle there. Know what you have to do. Don't just come there blindly and after you find out what it is, you'll be like, oh my God, I can't stay here. It is too expensive. I can't deal with this. I can't deal with that. Yeah? So personally, no. I am settled in Tanzania. I love Tanzania. And I want to make Tanzania my home long term. I will visit Burkina Faso when I go back to Africa. I will definitely visit Burkina Faso so that I can gain more knowledge and more experience and more insight into Burkina Faso. But Tanzania is truly my love and truly my home on the continent of Africa.
A historic transformation is happening in Burkina Faso. Imagine a future where Africa no longer depends on foreign medical aid, where world-class healthcare is built by Africans for Africans. That future is now. Captain Ibrahim Traoré is doing what many leaders only dream of, revolutionizing Burkina Faso's healthcare system at an astonishing speed. And now, he has announced the most ambitious project yet, the construction of Africa's most advanced heart institute. This is not just another hospital. It is a monument to self-reliance, a bold statement that Africa can take care of its own. And unlike many projects in other African countries, this one is not dependent on Western loans or IMF aid. It is a homegrown development, reflecting the resilience, vision, and commitment of a government determined to secure a healthier future for its people.
Hey, this thing might... Hold on, guys. Hold on. Let's get this thing right. Just keep falling down. So yeah. So when you have strong leadership, when you have good leadership, when you have a leader who inspires, because you don't just get into that role willy-nilly. You could be in the role of a leader, yeah, but that does not mean that you are actually a leader. You're supposed to inspire. You're supposed to motivate people to want to follow you. You're supposed to be to lead by example, so that when you tell someone who is under your leadership to go, they go with that question. When you motivate your citizen, when you are the leader of a country, and your citizens see what you are doing, they see that you put them first. They see that 5 years ago, we did not have any hospitals, but now we have 3 hospitals. And this is why you talk about China, yeah? Because where China was 70 years ago and what China have done in the last 50 years, it's amazing. And you can talk all what you want to talk about the like Chinese Communist Party. You can say whatever you want to say about them, but they are, and Xi Jinping, they are leading, and the Chinese see physical evidence that how the Chinese Communist Party took them from poverty, and right now they are in the driver's seat in the world's economy. The vision of Burkina Faso's leader, Captain Ibrahim Traoré. It's amazing. And that's why those of us in the diaspora, guys, we cannot contain our glee. Because you know what we want? We want good African leadership. And wherever we see it, we will gravitate towards it and we will want to go. Many of us who retire this part of the world, in the Western world, we want a place that we can go. And like I said earlier, African leaders have to realize that we have spending power through retirement. If we retire and we come to Africa, Burkina Faso, for example, Tanzania, for example, you have to realize that these people are coming with money. And when they come, they're going to buy houses. When they come, they're going to rent house. When they come, they're going to go to the market. They're going to buy like produce. They're going to go to the store. They're going to buy produce. So it is beneficial for our locals when we have people come in. But again, when we come and we face so many stumbling blocks and so much, we are turned off. And we feel that nobody wants us. But if you can guarantee our safety, if you can get rid of, minimize corruption, that we don't have to go through so many bureaucracies to get things done. Make it easier for us to come and do business. Make it easier for us to come and own a property. Even if it's one house we can own, or one piece of land we can own. It is going to be our piece. So when you see men like Captain Ibrahim Traoré, it fills us with pride. But we have to be careful that they don't take him away from us. because they don't want leaders like that, because they want to continue to control us. They want to continue to oppress us, because they know that if we truly come into our own, it is not beneficial to their national security economically, yeah, because Africa has it. So they don't want leaders like him. They don't want leaders like the leader of Niger, the leader of Mali. They don't want leaders like that. They want old men who are corrupt, who they can corrupt, and who they can manipulate easily. But we see strong leadership coming in from Burkina Faso right now, guys. And with that type of leadership, the transformation of Africa, and this is what we see, you know. And when we see that, then we said, yeah, let's go home. We don't want to be here. Let's go home. Why are we here? Let's go and help develop ours, you know. Because again, I keep saying that we have the talent, and you guys know we have the talent, that we can do it. But create the space for us to come, so that we can contribute to building Africa for the Africans. This is the African Zombie. Thank you for watching my video once again. If it's your first time here, Hatujambo, karibuni sana. Please guys, give the video a like, leave a comment. As I said earlier, 70% of my viewers are not subscribers, guys. Just don't be shy. It don't cost you anything. Push that subscribe button, guys. Let's build this channel. We are on the verge of hitting 3,000 subscribers. Until next time, bye for now.